Alright guys, this is the next day. We're hopping back into this thing for the next day. So basically, I got my tune. I've been up for an hour-ish, and I got my tune sent me my tune at like 6 o'clock this morning, my time. So basically what we're gonna do is look and see if it's here, which it should be. Right here. I've already looked at it. 08WX tune, you guys can see that right there. And it says, shoot me a minute log of warm idle and a minute of cruising at 45 miles per hour or so. So basically what we'll do is we'll just go back and forth throughout the day today, see what happens basically. But download that, and the next step is to put it on my access port. So we're gonna actually leave this tab open because I'm gonna need to email him back anyway, but access port manager, and then from here, when I'll go grab my access port in a second, and we will transfer it over. So yeah. I don't know that that was supposed to just come off, but it did. Anyway, anybody needs, hit me up. I'll hit me up. My Instagram's in the description. I'll give you the file for the 3D mount. It was a whole $7. I don't think you need to spend $7 on a 3D mount or a file for a 3D mount. So I'll send you guys it. Alright guys, so now we got the access port connected. Oh, it turned off. Unplug. Right here and turn it on. Yeah, yep. Right. And here are all our maps that are on that AP right now. All of these are on the AP. Right here, this is my Facebook username, or Facebook Marketplace username. Just transfer this over here. Confirm. Bam. Now it's right there. Now, all we do is hit eject. Right here. Eject AP. Bam. Close that. We can unplug this. We don't need this anymore. So now, we can plug this back into the car. Right there. Where are my keys? This right here. Like that. And then go to tune, change ECU map, reflash, and then this one, and now you let it do its thing. But now it's loading. Now you just wait. 100%. Turn the vehicle into the off position. Continue. That's done. That part. And you turn it back on. Hit continue. This is a long process of turning it. It's actually not that long. It takes 5 minutes. And there you go. Now it says change map successful. Now we're good. And then you leave it off for if you want to turn the car back on. You leave it off for like half a minute and then you turn it back on. But we'll do a start later when we're done. There's a bunch of rock we're about to unload. So we're gonna go do that and then I'll be back. So yeah, we're gonna fast forward to right now. All right, and we're back. Turn the car on. Neutral, all right, ready? Oh God. Already much better. I think. But it's a lot louder. And then the turbo is spooling and everything, so this thing is nuts. This thing is so stupid. Oh my God. Okay. We're gonna go for a drive. And go get lunch with some friends, and then yeah, so I'll be back.
2 days later.
We got the firing seals.
Now we can finish fixing the car, and then we get the tune.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys remember from last video, if you ever watched last video, but
it came out.
We didn't have these ring seals, so we have to put these in the car real quick, and then yeah, that's that. Also, Peep the dog. Hi, Charlie. She's just a little feller.
What's up? You trying to fight?
Anyway, you can go back down now. Bye. Oh, I'm anyway.
Rank the creep bubble, walk into that heater. Live around, stay low, make sure they don't see. Yeah, lefty loosey.
Righty tighty, guys.
Are we sure?
I'm pretty sure. Retro Reggie.
What? Firing seal acquired.
To go on here like I don't know how it
He's
does.
learning.
Okay, so we got the new seal in, but I don't. And then I flipped around the nipples and stuff for all the air, but I don't know if it's gonna work because I don't know. I just don't have high hopes. But the dump pipe can kind of wiggle, but I cranked down the V-band clamp, so I don't know what the deal is there. And there's no seal that goes there. Like I'm pretty sure that on the dump pipe, it's already welded. Like the firing seal, it doesn't fit on the wastegate, and there's no place for it on the wastegate for the outlet. So I don't know, but we're gonna lower the car and then see what happens.
Several minutes later.
All right, we're gonna start it now. Okay, so the car still isn't working. I'm gonna hopefully like next weekend, this next weekend or something, I'm gonna go through the car and figure out what's wrong, where it's leaking from, all that. But it's kind of pissing me off because I've been trying to get this car to run right the way it's supposed to for however long, and it's not doing it. It's not doing what I need it to. So like it literally teased me. Like we turned it on and it sounded good. Like it was fixed, and then I started revving it, nothing. So I think it's the dump pipe, but I'm gonna figure it out. It's either the dump pipe or the wastegate right now, but I'm pretty sure it's the dump pipe because the dump pipe gets hot when I touch, like after I run it, it's really hot. So it's definitely using that, and it's definitely using that because it's loud and it's literally open right there. So I don't know. I'm frustrated, but I'll figure it out eventually.
Tomorrow.
All right, guys, we're hopping back into this video from God knows when, but remember when I was like, we're so back. We have the firing seals. I bought 2 of them. I only needed 1, so I'm returning the other one. But I now know what I need for the other seal. So, basically yesterday, I'm at work, and I'm like, I need to figure out what seal I need. I figured it out. I ChatGPT'd it, and I was like, because ChatGPT can surf the internet faster than I can. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to let ChatGPT do the heavy lifting. Basically, the outlet flange is what I don't have, and that's what's causing my super bad leak. So it should be in this box along with a couple other things like a new phone mount for my car, and then some dome LED lights, like so I can change the color, or like the halogens right now, and then also hopefully some license plate light. You know what I mean? Yeah. So here's the phone mount. Here are all the LEDs. And here's the flange that I needed. I think this is the flange I needed, so this should hopefully work. If it doesn't, I don't know, but tile 38mm wastegate outlet flange. I really hope this works, because if it doesn't, I'm gonna lose my mind, bro. I swear to God. Well, let's go get dressed and see if this part will actually work and fix the car. I really hope it does. I'm out here with the car now. I just need to get it in air and then do what I'm supposed to do and fix it. But don't worry, the windows were rolled up and everything. I just rolled it down because it's like a freaking bomb in there because it's hot as balls. I really hope this works, because if this doesn't work, I'm gonna be super pissed, and I'm literally not gonna know what to do. So I really hope this works. Anyway, okay, car's in the air. Literally all we need is a 10mm wrench, like actual wrench, because you cannot get a socket wrench up there, and then an Allen wrench. And then the part. It's literally all you need to do this. So I don't know why it's such a pain in the ass, but it is. So essentially what we're trying to do is down here, this dump pipe down here, you guys can't see it, but yeah, right here where my hand is, this dump pipe, it wiggles still. We don't want that. So there's that flange seal is supposed to go in between it so it doesn't wiggle and it seals and all that other stuff. So hopefully this is the fix that I'm looking for. If not, I'm gonna lose my mind. So grab my crawler rolly seat and we'll figure this out. So I will update you guys in a second. Okay, so I don't know if I showed you guys, but yeah, so here you can already see. But right here is where it was touching on the axle, so it shaved the axle a little bit, and then it completely like I can put my entire finger in here. So there's a dent in here now, but it's not going through, so we're fine. But I guess I fixed it to where it's not touching the axle and it's not touching this brake line. It's just gonna be hot in this area, but I don't know how much I like that because of this brake line right here. So I don't know. Anyway, we just have to take this off via this V-band clamp, so I'm gonna do that and then put the seal on and hopefully it freaking works. Alright, so I got the dump tube off. I just left the V-band clamp up there because there's no way I'm gonna fish that out of there, but it's just hanging. So now let's open the seal and hope this freaking works, because if this doesn't work, I don't know what I'm gonna do, bro. Anyway, okay, I know I've said that so many times, but seriously, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. This thing is pissing me off so much. Anyway, let's open this up and see if it works.
69 seconds later.
Okay, so I don't think I needed to buy the outlet flange because the dump tube that I have has one on it. Like I said, it does. What I think the problem is the wastegate itself. Now, at least, because, so, sticking my fingers in, I can just, I mean, I'm supposed to be able to do that, but I can just move the piston that's in there. I can just move it back and forth because there's no spring in here because I'm running a boost control, an electronic boost controller, so the boost controller will control the boost, like, do all that. Right, so basically what's happening is I'm pretty sure that the wastegate itself, there's like a big silver piece. I just watched a short on it, but there's a big silver piece that goes on the inside of it. So if you guys can see this, when you take apart the wastegate, there's there's like the diaphragm and whatnot, this big red piece right in the middle. It looks like it's this, or like that right there, that in the corner. That's called the diaphragm. That's on the inside of the wastegate. That's where like your springs would go and stuff. This is this silver part right here that's threaded but on this diaphragm. So what this dude was having was, it wasn't tight, it was loose and stuff inside the wastegate. So basically he put some Loctite in it and everything, and he said it fixed his problem. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the wastegate off and tear it apart and see if that's the issue. I'm having the same issue. Like, he's not building boost because he said it sounded like, or it looked like his valve seat, the piston wasn't sealing. So he's having the same issue that I am. So basically what we're gonna do is do the exact same thing he did. Take it apart, look and see if that specifically is the issue, and pray to God that it is, because if it isn't, I'm gonna have to go back to doing many hours of work to get the old up pipe on, and then I'm gonna have to get the old up pipe on so I can use the internal wastegate, put the internal wastegate actuator back on and everything. So I have to basically revert back to stock wastegate, which is gonna take forever because it was just a pain in the ass the first time. So pray that we don't have to do that, but worst case scenario, that's what's on the agenda this weekend. So I'm gonna go get my Kai so we can do this together, because I'd rather have four hands rather than 2 hands. So I don't know that I'm actually needing this, which kind of frustrates me, because, like, I don't know, but at the same time, when I look at the dump pipe compared to the outlet flange, this part right here, this outer ring, is a lot thicker than it is on this dump, because it's a lot thicker. So if I like hold them like side by side like this, it's a lot thicker. You guys can see how much thicker that is. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to like ask my friend to cut this up and weld this piece onto it or what, but it doesn't look like, yeah, it doesn't look like what it's supposed to do. It's doing what it's supposed to be. Worst case scenario, I can just have them weld it to the end back here. Just have them weld it to this end, and yeah, exactly like that. I can just have them weld it right here and be like, yo, can you weld this, and then just leave this part on, because then I can use it to dump wherever I need it to dump. Actually, you know what, low-key, I might actually do that. I'm gonna ask. I might actually do that. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna keep this part because I'm probably gonna do that because I don't trust how skinny this end is, but I trust how skinny this end is, so I might actually have him do that. Just weld it right there because it's definitely sealed how it's supposed to be. So if you can just weld it, that'd be perfect. But if it were, I mean, if it works with just this, then if it works with just this end, then we'll obviously have to use that for now. But I'd feel more comfortable with the thicker end on it too. So okay, anyway, we're gonna go get my Mackay again, the one and only, and then take off the wastegate. So be right back. Alright, let's go get my friend. Twin spawned in, freshly out of the shower. We actually took a shower together. I'm just kidding. Anyway, what? We got Drake blasting and the Breakfast of Champions. So, yeah, now we go home and hopefully we don't die.
1 hour later.
So we got the wastegate out and on...
It does silly things.
Low key, dog?
There's nothing in there.
I don't know that it's supposed to just do that because normally it'd go like back down.
On its own.
Because yeah, on its own, because there's a spring, or there'd be like pressure against this. There isn't. Also, there's a hole right there. There's like the no ring right there because that's where that's the outlet one. The firing seal goes, right there, and this is supposed to go against it.
Oh man.
Low key.
We don't have a spring.
I don't think we have a spring, so
We're gonna check.
we're gonna like quadruple check real quick, but
Quadruple check. We open it once and it's gone.
we're gonna check and make sure that that's what the issue is. But otherwise, this thing. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna check and see if that's what the issue is. And then I'll order a spring because I'm pretty sure that's what the issue is. But then after that, we'll put these in and that in because they're easy. We're gonna figure this out real quick.
The wastegate doesn't have a spring. We're so f***ed.
Alright guys, so low key, there's no f***ing spring in there. There's just no spring. It's supposed to do this without the spring in there, but there's no spring. So it's kind of just utterly f***ed. Anyway, also we took the last airport out because we didn't want to redo the zip tie because I actually ran out of zip ties, but we don't talk about it. Anyway, I ran out of zip ties, so I just took the other nipple out. So yeah, that's over there. Anyway, yeah, we don't have a spring, so I just
$17 more.
Yep, $17 more, and we just got another spring. It'll be here tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
All right, guys. So this is the next day. I am in my room. Last I remember is we were talking about the spring that's in this wastegate, and how there's actually not one in there right now. So I remember showing the clip of me ordering it. So it's actually right here. So I'm gonna open this up, and then we're gonna open that up, and then put it together, and hopefully this is the fix to our issue. So I'm gonna open this up real quick. Okay, so right here it says new wastegate spring, small blue, compatible with tile, 38mm, 8.7 psi. So this is just to get just to allow it to boost in the first place, according to some of my research. ChatGPT. So say your target boost with your wastegate is 20 psi when you're running a wastegate and a electronic boost controller. If your your target boost is 20 pounds, you only need a 7 to 10 pound spring. So my target boost is not 20 pounds. It's probably going to be 15 because my car's already trying to make, or my turbo's already trying to make 16, and that's when it starts over boosting. I think target boost will probably be 14, 15, so this will be perfectly fine. This is also probably the smallest spring you can get. I'm gonna grab my knife and open that up, and then we will open this up, and then we'll put it together because I grabbed all those right there. And then tomorrow morning I will actually throw this back on the car along with the dump pipe. Yeah. Oh, and I returned the other seal because this seal will work just fine, so I returned the other one. I tried fitting it up to see if it would work if I welded the other. Yeah, the whole thing didn't work. But anyway, moral of the story, I returned the other one. We're using this just how it is. So yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. Pop this off, put this on, and hopefully we should be good. right, so I got the top off. I had to take the air bolt out so I could get to the rest of the hex bolts. But yeah, so this is the diaphragm, and it just seals down there like that. But basically, this spring sits on here like so somehow. Yeah, it gets seated in here eventually. There you go, seated in there, and then this goes on top, and you push it down and line it up, and yeah, so it's gonna be a fight, but I'll get it on there, and then we'll figure out what else I need to do from there. So yeah, I'll be back. All right, guys. So I got it reassembled. Everything's on there. I put the top air bolt back on there, but it's just loose, so I can kind of just boop. And then when I put it on the car, I can flip it however I need. And I ended up switching this air bolt around because it was originally over here. With how this sits on my car, it sits kind of like this. And the boost control line goes like, it sits kind of like this, and then the boost control line goes up this way. So I moved it over here to just get the boost control line out of the way, so it's not hitting like the downpipe or anything and getting all hot and stuff. But yeah, I got the spring in there and everything, and that is not moving at all. So time to throw this in the car in the morning.
Tomorrow for sure.
All right, guys, we're back out here, with the car in the air, and then throw this on. Literally all it is just the wastegate, which now works. I put the fire ring seal back in, as you can see. I can't push this down anymore like you saw, so the springs in there and everything. I evenly tightened all of the top for the top hat, everything. I told you guys I moved this air bolt, but yeah, dump pipe, just pray it works. So let's find out. Car's in the air now. Pop the hood. Peep miles. Anyway, I'm pretty sure my neighbors hate me because it is 9:02 and I'm rolling around a freaking loud as balls jack. So it's a 2.5 ton jack, or 2.25 ton jack, and I'm just hauling it around on concrete so that way I can get my car up in the air. Pretty sure they hate me because of how loud it is, because you know, it's a jack. But anyway, really hope this works today and it's fixed. Boost line. Yeah, this is the air line for the other one that we had to take off. I'm gonna get under the car and hopefully it works.
1 hour later.
All right, guys, on there. So after a lot of bit of persuading, having to undo it and redo it so I could get the dump pipe where I want it, I got it on there. The V-band clamp down there is all tight. This one right here is tight. The outlet flange on the dump pipe isn't like the thickest thing in the world, so this still kind of wiggles, but I cranked that V-band clamp down until it stopped. But now I just have to put that air bolt back on, and then we should be good. Oh, and then tighten that air bolt, and then we should be good, and we'll start it and let it rip, and hopefully that's the issue. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the other air bolt on, and for the boost controller, everything's in there now for real this time. So I really hope this works, and I really hope that I don't have to do anything else to this. Yeah, I really hope that that's it, because there's no spring in there, or there wasn't a spring in there, but now there's a spring in there, and the boost controller is in, everything else is in. I mean, I haven't had to touch anything. Yesterday we did replace my downpipe gasket, so because I didn't have it on Friday when we did all this, but it came in yesterday, so we did that real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the car back onto the ground and then give her a rip and see what happens. Or drop the car back on the ground. I'm gonna go shower and then give it a rip and see what happens, because I'm covered in stuff again. So go shower, change so I can work out, and then go get my friend and we'll do leg day. I'm gonna go do that. All right, guys, so I got the car back on the ground now. It's all on the ground, no jacks, no chocks back behind it anymore. So I think that is the issue, because obviously it will work now because there's a spring in there and I can actually tune the car. But off camera, I actually ended up putting in my phone mount. So right here, it has a sticky on it. So I put it in right here, just put it on right here, right next to like all my license stuff. So I can still see my phone. I mean, I can see it, it's out of the way. So that's all I really want, because now I have the access port there and then my phone here. And then I just drilled out right here. There's like a dead switch thing like right here. So I just took the piece out and then drilled out the hole a little bit more. Because you can put a button here for whatever you want. Kill switch button, a ghost mode button if you wanted, like it doesn't matter. So I just put my phone cord there, so now I can just boop right there, and then it doesn't fall back in, because it's a pretty snug fit, so it takes a lot to push it back out. So I can just put it right there and then pull it back out whenever I need. So it's definitely minimalist, and I like all my cables being out of sight. So like you can't see any of my cables, you can't really see anything down there. The only cable you can see is this one for my footwell LED, which is my footwell LED itself is actually actually coming out. The zip tie came out again. Yes, I said zip tie. They're just zip tied up there. Oh, there we go. This is the only cable you can really see because it falls out a bunch, but other than that, it's just mostly just this cable that you can see. And then if any other cables, it's the module for the footwell LEDs, and then the cables that go back here, or that go to the footwell LEDs in the back. You can see sometimes, but that's when they like fall out and stuff. But just glad I got that in there now. So, and I did it this morning because it's not hot as balls, so it's not like toasting my freaking car. And I didn't put it on my dash because I didn't want the sun to beat on it. So yeah, now just throw away this, go take a shower, and then we'll give her a cold start and see what happens.
Several minutes later.
Pray to God this works. Oh my God, it worked. Dude, that is so loud compared to when it was just a catback. Oh my God, it worked. Thank goodness. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put you guys back down and rev it. Oh my God, it worked. Is that the turbo? Yo. Oh my God, it sounds so good. Dude, oh my gosh. Bro, this sounds amazing. Holy shit, I f***ing did it. Oh my God. It's back. We're so back. That's gonna be it for this video. Now I gotta go, now I'm gonna edit this, but I'm just so, oh my God, dude, I fixed it. I got it. That's gonna be it for this video. Next video, we're gonna be tuning this car and getting it pro tuned and everything. I mean, I already have it tuned, but we're gonna be like dialing in the tune and everything. So it is tuned, don't worry, but we're gonna be dialing that in and doing some pulls and stuff in the next video. So I'll see you guys then. And for right now, peace out, have a good one. And like TJ always says, keep moving forward.